The following video is based on an interview with Medjugorje visionary Vicka. Vicka, can we go back to the beginnings of apparitions? How did that happen? Our Lady first appeared on June 24, 1981. That afternoon Mirjana and Ivanka went for a walk and saw Our Lady. I was at the school in Mostar at the time, and when I arrived home, my sister told me that Milka and Ivanka were looking for me. I followed the path we always walked, and Milka shouted, "Hurry, hurry, here is Our Lady." When I heard those words, I threw away my slippers and fled in fear. At that moment, I could not even imagine that Our Lady could appear. At the crossroads between our houses, I met Ivan and invited him to come with me, so that we would be close. We don't have to see Our Lady. Ivan agreed, but when I turned around in a few moments, he was gone. He saw Our Lady and fled home through the woods. I was still standing in the way, but I was not allowed to approach the others to see Our Lady. In a few moments something unusual happened. My head lifted itself towards Our Lady. On the first evening, Our Lady invited us by hand to come, but we had neither the strength nor the courage to do so. The next day we agreed, if Our Lady comes again, we will invite others. And it was like that. The next day, June 25th, Ivanka, Mirjana and I went for a walk and saw Our Lady in the same place on Poddo, said Vicka. The government at the time put pressure on you. How did you handle it all? Were you scared? With God's help, Our Lady must have given us strength. As for the government, it did its job, and we did our mission, so there were no problems. Today you are the mother of 2 children. Do they notice that you have a special grace? They are still small. They gladly pray with us and notice people coming to our house and looking for me. Mary is bigger and more curious. She often says, "Mom, you saw Our Lady. What does she look like? Is she beautiful?" Pilgrims are a sign of Our Lady's great love. Our Lady has entrusted you with 9 secrets. When will you disclose them? Our Lady has given me 9 secrets, and I will receive the 10th when the time comes. Secrets relate to the future of the world. Our Lady said that the 7th secret was halved by our prayers. The 3rd secret is the sign that Our Lady will leave at the place of apparitions, and it will be visible, lasting and indestructible, and she leaves it in a special way to unbelievers who are far from God. What is the greatest fruit of the apparition of the Blessed Virgin Mary in Medjugorje? The greatest fruit is turning to people. Our Lady invites us to conversion, fasting, penance and peace. Pilgrims who come to Medjugorje in such large numbers are also a sign of Our Lady's great love, Vicka said. Vicka, describe to us what the daily apparition looks like. How do you prepare? How does Our Lady come? Where and when does she appear? We always prepare for the apparition by praying the Rosary. Before Our Lady comes, we see the light 3 times, and it is a sign that it is coming. She is dressed in a grey dress, has a white veil, a crown of stars, blue eyes, black hair, red cheekbones. Our Lady hovers in the air on a grey cloud and does not stand on the ground. When there are bigger celebrations, Easter, Christmas, Our Lady or Our Lady's birthday, Our Lady comes all in gold. For every Christmas she came in her arms with little Jesus. A few years ago, on Good Friday, Our Lady came with the great Jesus who was wounded, everything was torn on him, he had a crown of thorns on his head. Then our mother said, "I came to see how much Jesus suffered for all of you," Vicka said. On the 3rd day of the apparition, June 26, 1981, Our Lady gave the first and basic message, peace, 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 and only peace. Peace must prevail between man and God, and between men. Our Lady calls us most to peace, that peace reigns in our hearts. To this, according to Our Lady, God calls us. Our Lady says that we should first pray for peace in our hearts, peace in our family, in our community, and with this common peace we should pray for peace in the world. Conversion is grace. Our conversion lasts our whole life. Who today can say, "I am converted"? Nobody. We must go the way of conversion. Whoever says he is converted is lying, he has not moved. He who says he wants to be converted, He is on the path of conversion, he prays for conversion every day. If we do not have that peace, we cannot pray for peace in the world. It is important to accept the message and live it. We will be better off if we live by the messages. Is there a connection between Medjugorje and Fatima? Our Lady once said that what she started in Fatima will end in Medjugorje. How many more apparitions will it take? On one occasion we asked, "Dear Lady, how much longer will the apparitions last?" And she said, "Are you tired of me already?" So we will not ask her again, Vicka said. In your birth house, where we are now, Our Lady told you about her life. What can you tell us about that? I wrote Our Lady's biography in 3 notebooks. She told me every day as much as I could remember and write down. I will publish my writings when Our Lady tells me so. What does Our Lady want to tell us with her long-standing apparition? Our daily presence among us in this way is a great grace. The great, immeasurable grace is that heaven descends to earth every day. Our Lady wants to encourage us to love, conversion, fasting, penance and peace. She wants us to accept and live her message. She invites us to do that every day, Vicka said. Is Our Lady satisfied with what is happening in Medjugorje? The Queen of Peace never says whether or not she is satisfied, but we could certainly be much better. And we will be better if we live by the messages of our Heavenly Mother, who invites us day by day to the path to her Son Jesus. What would you say to our readers in the end? Dear faithful readers, you know that I convey Our Lady's message with all my heart. May the Queen of Peace bless you with her peace and love. Thank you for supporting my channel. May God bless you and keep you.